Hey guys, and welcome back to Sonic Heroes for my favourite level, and it should have been in Generations!
Okay, it is a good level.
Who are you saying hey to?
What do you mean?
Like, you think that separates you from any other LP or Tom? Everybody says hey guys.
Yeah, that's what HFC truly embodies, the personal touch.
But this level, I will give it some credit compared to the other ones in the alternate routes and that they feel a lot more fluid. Like, you can see them ships down there. You can go there if you want, for the most part.
You see that mountain down there on that continent? You can go there. You'll probably die, though.
Well, yeah. It'll just be the ending of Sonic Adventure 2 over again, but...
Well, you're playing as Shadow, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, if it's Shadow, it's okay.
He's done this before.
I do like that little touch of Shadow being like, oh, space? It's like, I fell from there. I almost died. But then I didn't explain it in the game that I turned up in, so it's fine.
Except I'm supposed to have lost my memory, but okay.
And they won't explain anything to me.
But it was just so butthurt and bitter over this whole scenario. Heroes is like a filler game, let's be honest here.
It gives that vibe. Like, most of the game is filler, so there's that. Like, replaying the same shit over and over, but yeah, it's like they wanted to adapt these, like, work on Shadow's story, but it just wasn't the right platform for it, and that's why this is just sort of awkwardly here before Shadow happens.
Yeah, SA1 through Sonic 06 is one giant cohesive story, but for some reason, Sonic... Well, sorry, not cohesive. Sorry, I meant adhesive.
It's like glue.
As in they're sort of stuck together.
Okay.
What I mean to say is that Heroes isn't really a part of that adventure. It's just sort of like a bridge over a river.
Yeah. It's like they kind of hit it out of the park, and I'm using this very liberally here in terms of praising the adventure games. But you had Adventure 1, which I really like, buggy as it is. Then you have Adventure 2, which a lot of people say was much better. And then you have, like, the Spider-Man 3 of Sonic games. You know, it comes after two, like, fairly decent ones. And then you have the third act, and it's not really that great. What the fuck is going on here?
Chaos Control, it stops everything.
Except energy, apparently. That's interesting.
Yeah, but the laser thing doesn't actually hurt you when it's frozen in time, so there's that.
Okay, well, let's actually gush about Egg Fleet, shall we? This is by far my favourite level in the game. It's got a little bit of flying battery in here, probably one of the best bits of music in the game, and it feels very much like a final level, and it leads perfectly into Final Fortress. Should have been in Generations. It's not. I'm still kind of mad, but you know, there's always room for a Generations 2 if Sega and Sonic Team are smart.
There is, but you know it will be like a Boom mobile game.
Don't. Just don't.
Well, you know, but like, yeah. I mean, we've said it 1,000 times now, but Generations had enough city and beach levels.
It really did, yeah.
So this would have been a good way to, like, you know, knock that up a bit.
Yeah, it's just that thing though. There's certain games that have that obvious level that they're gonna pick, and for this one, it's Seaside Hill. So the whole one level from each game thing did really limit their choices.
Sky, what would you have put in Generations to represent Heroes, mate?
I would have picked Hang Castle / Mystic Mansion.
Okay.
That would have been pretty cool. It's actually, I kind of gave it some shit, I think. That was so long ago. That was 5 minutes when we last recorded that.
Peer pressure, it's fine.
But it's my favorite level.
Okay.
No, Mystic Mansion is my favorite level too, Sky. So, give me your number and let's hook up.
Hey, well, you already have my Skype, so what's good?
What's good? Let's fucking talk about Sonic games.
I've never shown it off, but the D.
But the thing with the mansion levels is I'm not sure how well that would translate to the boost games, given that a lot of those are like very small enclosed rooms and little gimmicks and things. I don't know if that would go fluidly into Hold X, Go Fast.
I don't know. I just really like Egg Fleet. It's high octane fun. Put that on the back of the box, and Tom endorses this shit.
You realise if they put it on the box, they mean that about the whole game, right?
Well, I'm fine with Sonic Team's past lies. I'll be fine with this one.
1/14 of the game is high octane fun. Buy this.
But yeah, you guys just mentioned about all the grinding. I like that they took away the whole balancing act that you had to do in SA2.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. I hated balancing on rails so much.
I mean, there was a lot of like skill to that, if you can even call it that, I guess. But it didn't really have the same fun factor as like, well, when you're not falling off it, like Heroes and Shadow and such had. I think Unleashed and so on kind of perfected rails, even if you're not a fan of automated types of gameplay in the 3D Sonics, which let's face it is most of the gameplay in the 3D Sonics, you're at least catered for in the good controls department from Unleashed onwards.
Yes.
The faster you accrue, in my opinion, is the faster this Let's Play is over.
Descend.
This is one of those sections where you just do exactly as you're told.
Ascend.
Except for this part here where I go and have a nose down here, because I thought there was something, but it's actually just a life.
I like how that's right by a bottomless pit, guarded by two guys with no guardrails.
It'd be fittingly ironic to die trying to get a life, though.
So what's all this like friggin' scaffolding in the sky? Is it just like refueling stations for Eggman's fleet?
Well, you see, it's so the flying ship doesn't fall down.
Ah, okay.
You're saying that the ships are bringing refueling stations with them?
It's a smart idea, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know, it's like you put a spare tyre in your car boot or whatever.
Trunk.
Okay, Mr. American Movers.
Boot?
Mr. Only guy here with a car.
You know, I could be in a car right now and he'd be none the wiser. Seems to be a bit of a slow spot here, so instead of having just awkward silence, I guess I'll take a quick look-see at my notes for something to talk about. Trivia. The Egg Fleet turns up again in both Shadow the Hedgehog and also Sonic Unleashed. Sadly, though, in Unleashed it doesn't even get a chance to turn into a gameplay segment, since Sonic turns super and blows through everything in the intro of the game. I mean, yeah, it's impressive that Super Sonic can do that, but when you take into account that even Team Rose can run through battleships in this game and blow them up, I think Eggman may want to look into revising the schematics of these ships, and maybe making them a wee bit more durable. Press Z!
Why didn't you tell me this before?
But I don't wanna press Z.
Actually, I didn't know that either.
But I'm bad at that.
Man, Flame, watching you try to take out this mech is like trying to watch me put together a good Let's Play. It's just not happening, and we're all feeling a little bit sorry for you.
Why didn't you take out the cannons?
You shoot him when he shoots you. That's what you're supposed to do. Flame, come on, mate.
Seriously, mate.
Oh, come on, mate. You're gonna have 3 NTOMs on your ass, mate.
Oh, it's such a refreshing change of pace for my voice not being the one made fun of. So that was Egg Fleet. It's a top tier level. Anyone who disagrees is a fucking pleb. A rank. Ugh, perfect. Sublime. Even Shadow agrees. That's how good Egg Fleet is.
And then we get onto this level.
It's okay, but again we go back to the unpopular sequel kind of comparison.
We go back to the alliteration.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, the final name thing, because they did that in the adventure games as well, they sort of dropped it after a while. I know there was one in Shadow that I can't remember the actual name of.
Mad Matrix. Yeah, didn't think I would remember that, did you?
Sky busting out there. Trivia!
Yeah, and I don't even care.
It was Final Haunt, I think.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Either that or Black Doom's Wild Ride, one of the two.
Yeah.
So, how do we feel about Final Fortress? I mean, it had to be Team Sonic, obviously. It just wouldn't have been a Sonic Heroes playthrough if the final level wasn't played by the main team of the game. Smoothers, your thoughts?
It took a lot of time to come up with a strategy on how to beat this level perfectly. There are certain sections that you have to prepare for, so for instance, when you go through certain save points, because they give you level ups.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, I now know which save points to go through as which character because of what's coming up next.
Yeah, depending on like who's in front when you go past a save point, that'll be the character who gets a level up.
Yeah. Sky?
Your turn.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, that would do. Yeah.
I'm so happy we did this commentary. What about you, Flame?
I like parts of the level. I think it's got some interesting bits and pieces here. I've got to the point through recording this, trying to get the key to the end, that I sort of know all the different things that can screw you over. I just think it's held back by the fact you do have to get the key to the end in order to beat the game, because if we're being honest, you're not going to do a no-hit run of this on your first go, and so you find yourself just repeating I think it's like 10-12 minute level over and over.
What were you doing?
Getting this thing.
He's doing the team blast thingamabob.
Yeah, that it may seem like it breaks the pace a lot to just keep doing that, but it's far quicker than trying to fight the shield enemies and the big grey buggers.
Whoa, a recolor enemy. Brace yourself, guys. We're breaking new ground here.
It's completely new. It's like the red bundle with more health.
Also, I probably should have brought this up in, like, part 1, but...
Tom, you should have brought it up.
I should have. I'm slipping. But, if you're going to go for the emeralds, I would honestly recommend doing it as Team Rose, because they have the shortest and easiest levels. And you might be thinking, oh, but will that even count? Like, if one team gets them all? Yes, it will. The emeralds are shared across the entire game, thankfully.
Also, the emeralds are easier to get as Team Rose, too.
Yeah. That's basically what I said, but in a higher pitch.
No, you said it's easier to get through the levels to get to the special stages. But I'm talking about, like, the actual special stages themselves are easier, too, as Team Rose.
Really? Do they change?
Mm-hmm, yep.
Are they?
I'm not sure about that. Citation needed, I guess.
The emerald goes slower through the tube. Much like the egg travels slower through the female reproductive organ in certain times.
It's very easy to tell when you run out of stuff to say.
Yep, I've run out of things to say, so just... What can I attach to first?
I'm just going to say, fuck this section here. Like, it's so easy to just undershoot that wall jump thing a bit, and then as you fall, it's like the platform below will fall before you kind of instinctively think to use the flight formation to get yourself back up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that cost me a couple of attempts.
This level is so repetitive, just like the music.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit, 4 minutes in, huh?
Oh my god. I didn't even notice that. Blaze it.
Yeah. 420 halfway. Don't mind me just picking up a new Team Blast like I'm picking up eggs from the store.
God, is Tails okay? That looks painful.
I wish I had known this Team Blast trick when I was playing.
You and me fucking both, mate.
Because I hate these guys so much.
Time to party indeed. Blast away!
They're like the easier varieties of them too. There's them ones with the helmet thing that you have to knock them over and knock off before you can even do any damage at all. I hate them so much, and I think there's one...
Yeah, but that just requires like a sonic wind.
Yeah, but I'm thinking the platform where there's like 2 or 3 of them that gang up on you, and one of them will hit you.
Oh, it's scary.
Jeez, it means I have to play Sonic Heroes for longer.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
So you mean we're not doing a playthrough of the hard mode?
No. I think if that happens, I would fire myself from HFC.
So what we need to do is...
Well, it's been that simple this whole time. Jesus Christ, who would have thought Sonic Heroes would be the game to shut HFC down? Oh, shut up, Knuckles. You only pretend to act hard to hide your insecurities. Can't hold on to an emerald. Oh, blue, blue, blue.
Can't you do the lightspeed attack after you do a Team Blast?
You can, and it sort of works like the adventure one, where you know it pounces at the enemy. I did have a while ago when I was just fucking around with this, and I was fighting the Egg Emperor, and I did that, and it just fired me off the side.
That's Heroes and Shadow in a nutshell, really.
Yeah, you just do something and it randomly kills you.
That's Sonic in a nutshell, really.
Trying to play the game? No.
I'm still amazed. What exactly do you have to do that?
On the GameCube version, at least, I think you got to be in flight formation, and then you press Y and B at the exact same time. The exact same time, mind you, otherwise it'll just look really awkward.
Yeah, it's the one that would switch the character to power. along with the attack button.
Precisely at the same time. If you're even off by like a millisecond, it won't work. But really, it's actually kind of easy to get working.
Once you get the hang of it, I remember I did a couple of practice runs of that Moot Crush boss, and I was just sort of firing myself all over the place, and it didn't really happen. So then I just tinkered with it a bit through random levels just to get used to it.
But yeah, apart from like repetitive set pieces and, you know, similar looking geometry, this is a pretty decent final level. The Team Dark one can fuck off. That takes an already overly long level and just expands upon it in ways that no human was never meant to endure.
Yeah, that's where Team Dark sort of becomes just obnoxious. Like, I want to be done already, but no, you're dragging this out.
I know, I'll put a fuck me button in my most important battleships.
That's like every boss ever, though, to be fair.
It's the yellow laser.
That's grey.
Knuckles just ate complete shit. It was amazing.
It's the blue laser.
Also, yeah, that was fucking grey. Are you colorblind, Knuckles?
That's not red, that's pink. That's like a fuchsia at best.
Oh, this is a comfortable jump to make that didn't terrify me at all.
Yeah, you tell him, Knuckles.
Even with 4 commentators, that's not enough to stop this playthrough from going to shit.
Pro tip, fly up here. Because when you're not moving, you don't expend the fly meter.
Well, also, I always make it past this rail section before that thing even fires, so fucking scrubs.
Yeah, I didn't even know that thing fired.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're done. Another Eggman effigy destroyed.
Because that's what explosions look like.
It is now.
They twirl around in place for a bit and then disappear.
Why would Eggman keep a gold ring in his secret hideaway? Think about that.
Are them things valuable or something?
There's a giant fucking ring.
Oh, it's gold. Yeah, 8:45. Fuck that noise.
That was tight. Oh, what a great special stage.
Look at the bottom there. Emerald Challenge. Like, you could tell that was totally tacked on at the last moment, because everything else was, like, perfectly, like, I don't know, made, like, with graphic design and stuff, but the last was just, like, tacked on with, like someone typed it in.
Yeah. Okay, this one's going to take a while, since Flame will end up eating shit thanks to the mines placed everywhere, so finally I have enough time to explain how this works.
It doesn't.
Oh, well, whatever. You get a lot of speed by collecting these things. You can basically use it sort of like a boost meter, and you've got to collect the emerald before it reaches the end of the corridor. The problem with this is the physics fucking suck, and you'll end up running on the ceiling 9 times out of 10, or just crashing into things like you see Flame doing here. My tactic, and it might be a little bit counterintuitive, but it helps in the long run, is to switch into power formation so I can collect stuff more easily, and then just spam the crap out of stuff.
Flame, come on.
Once you fuck this up once, it just ruins your entire rhythm you built up, and then you get to moments where you're on the ceiling and then suddenly physics just stop and you fall.
Doesn't going on the ceiling make you go faster in the 2-player version?
I don't know.
I swear to God, I saw something a while ago.
This is a weird and inconsistent game.
Like, you would stand on the ceiling, but you would go faster, and you would get to the emerald faster if you didn't boost. I think it was in the PC version.
You're fucking bucking, Flame.
Holy shit.
Well, at this point I kind of have to. Let's be fair.
Now let's speed up at this precise moment. Oh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be fucking close. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There was like a millimeter away from the end for you.
Yeah, see, what it was I thought I'd fucked that up, and I was getting ready to just hit pause and go back out of it, and then I saw the emerald in front of me and thought, fuck it, let's give it a shot.
Now, just due to the way we've recorded this, we unfortunately can't keep the team intros in, but they are some of the most cheesy, like, kind of one-liners, like, I think you've got that backwards, Doc, Metal Gear, that you'll ever see in a Sonic game. Because Heroes, again, another thing I should have pointed out in part 1, much more happy-go-lucky and cheesy. But then that's juxtaposed with really shitty bosses like this. I'm sorry. This boss was done way better in the 3DS version of Generations.
Yeah, this boss is just fucking awful. Like, I'm not even going to hold back. There's so many things that can just kill you when you have no way to protect yourself. what I'm doing here is I'm trying to take out all the cannons and then sort of spam them with Thunder Shoot. That's basically the way to do that and not die. But then when you go over the dash panels, you have to be very careful because that's completely automated, but he's still firing them spin things at you. So if they hit you while you're unable to move, you're dead.
You're dead. You're fucking dead. Nothing you can do.
I want his hedgehogs dead. I want his shoes dead.
His franchise? Don't even fucking come to me about that. Just kill it.
Already done.
Yeah. It's sad.
But look at this shit, come on.
This is the worst part, the transition from like the circular arena back to the walkway.
What I love is when you hit them flip things as Knuckles at the end, he just clips through the platform like every time.
When I was a kid and I was fighting this, I'm like, when am I gonna learn why Shadow's alive?
If you take anything away from this playthrough, it's that we're to this day, we're still baffled and a little bit butthurt about the Shadow's fate not being revealed in this game, because that's really what everyone was waiting for.
Yeah, like, if you bring a character back, you have to do something with it, and this just completely fails. It falls flat.
Yeah. Okay, another thing to bitch about, or at least talk about, the special stage from Heroes would basically be the template for so many other special stages to come afterwards. And I guess you could say it's just a, more 3D version of the one from Sonic 2, but forget about it. I'm right, you're wrong.
I just don't like special stages. I find they're just ways to pad out the game.
Well, after doing 7 of the same thing in Generations, I finally learned my lesson, and asked Flame to include the first and the last.
I like the special stages in Sonic 3.
I don't.
The ones in 3 fucking own.
The ones in Rush are the best.
I guess you're wrong.
No, the ones in Adventure are the best, show me.
What the fuck happened at the end of that fight? There was like so much ricochet and destruction.
I don't know, but apparently they learn how to animate.
The animation is so bad.
Oh my god, your mitten hands, Knuckles. Awful. Well, you actually complimented me for a change, Sonic. Thank you, you passive-aggressive asshole.
Yeah, I think Knuckles is about to vomit.
Whoa! This is wacky, gotta run. And this is where the credits for Team Sonic would kick in, but we've stitched all 4 endings together for the team, so it's kind of like a movie. A Sonic movie.
It's not a Sonic movie, Spell.
Although I don't recall Eggman ever being made out of liquid metal, so that's probably my bad.
To be fair, Omega probably hasn't looked at the file in a while.
Okay, seriously, what the fuck?
It's almost like this entire thing is to build us up to a really shitty story in Shadow the Hedgehog 2.
However, you never really come across this unless you go to a specific pathway in Sonic the Hedgehog, or Shadow the Hedgehog, so it's also pointless.
I just love the noise Omega makes when he walks. It's so over the top clunky.
Yeah, that's like some 06.
The original must exist somewhere, and I will destroy it.
I might as well go look for that Master Emerald, since that irritating Echidna is here.
So wait, has Rouge found all this info about Shadow and is deliberately not telling him? Even though he's confused about his past and stuff.
What a fucking cock tease. Okay, so were there 2 Silver Metal Robotniks?
Is chocolate... what?
Is chocolate. Okay, good stuff.
I'm sorry, but...
We might as well question the nutritional value of chocolate while we're here, because the story doesn't really have much more depth to it.
We just saw Froggy as metal.
Run, Sonic, run! Intertwining storylines done at their most base. Let's all laugh and then slowly fade out.
Oh shit, that's a terrifying thing to come back to.
Okay, 3 Silver Metal Robotniks. Which is weird because in all the other cutscenes after like Rail Canyon and Bullet Station, there is a cutscene featuring a silvery guy, but I guess Chaotix wasn't important enough to feature him.
What's going on?
What's up?
You knew it was me all along, didn't you?
It's all a part of being a good franchise.
You're rotten!
Hey, hold on, you guys. It's no trick, and besides, I plan on paying you.
Ah, this is like me when I organise commentaries.
Oh.
I will pay
Where's my check, Tom?
you guys are just Team Chaotix and I'm Robotnik.
We've been had.
Oh, fuck off, SPO, you goddamn weeaboo.
Listen to me.
Take this, you bad man!
And then Charmy killed the guy at the end.
Sonic Heroes.
So, what's a secret disc?